Hari Om. We'll chant Katho Upanishad from sloka number 14 onwards. Okay. Chapter 1, section 2, mantra number 14. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat, kruta kruta, anyatra bhuta cha bhavya cha, yattat pasyatsi tadvada. Mantra 15. Sarve veda yat padam amanti, tapagumsi sarvani cha yat vadanti, tadichanto brahmacharyam charanti, tatte padagum sangrahena. Mantra 16. Etaddevaksharam brahma, etaddevaksharam param, etaddevaksharam gyantva, yo yadichanti tasya tat, etad alambanam sreshtham, etad alambanam param, etad alambanam gyantva, brahma loke mahiyate. 18. न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित् नायं कुतश्चित् न बभूव कश्चित् अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. मंत्र नंबर 19. हन्ताच्यन्मन्यते हन्तुं हतश्चन्मन्यते हतम् उभौतो नो बीजानन्तः नायगुं हन्ति न हन्यते. हन्ता चेत् मन्यते हन्तुं हतश्चेत् मन्यते हतम् उभौतो न बीजानीता नायगुं हन्ति न हन्यते. Hari Om. Welcome to this session of Katho Upanishad, where we are doing Prathama Adhyaya, Dityavalli, mantra number 18. At the beginning, we have seen the story of Nachiketa, and then he arrived at Yamloka. Then Yamraj agreed to bestow 3 boons to him. Now, as a part of the 3rd boon, he had requested, he had given a question that he please answer, but Yamraj kept on dilly-dallying and he did not answer. Then again he is asking the same question in mantra number 14 of this section. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat. Tell me that thing which you see as different from dharma and adharma. Tell me that which is different from vice and different from cause and effect. And what is different from past and future? It is very difficult to find something which is not affected by dharma or dharma, and which is different from cause and effect, and which is different from past, present, and future. This indicates the Atma only. So, when Nachiketa asked this question as a 3rd boon, Yamraj said, yes, I'll answer you. But then he went on a tangent. He talked about the Onkara. Onkara is one Akshara, and Onkara is one, the best of Alambanam. It's a symbol. So that he talked about in mantra number 16 and 17. Okay. Actual teaching begins in mantra number 18. Okay. Actual teaching. And you'll notice that next 5-6 mantras it will be a very, very interesting teaching that you will love it. So this mantra number 18, which we have done partially last time, will continue and complete. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. This is a replication of, or in the Bhagavad Gita is also replicated. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit, nayam bhutva bhavita va naviya. Okay. And similarly, the very important mantras are there subsequently that you will like it. We have also gone through the Bhasya of Shankar Bhasya of this mantra last class. I just want to begin little more deeper study on this so that in our own words we can understand. So these 8 mantras from mantra 18 to 25 is very, very deep teaching. And in these mantras, Bhagavan Yamraj is giving the main teaching of this. What is the main teaching? Is what is that Atma Swarupa? What is the nature of our Atma? And what is the knowledge? What is the knowledge of that nature? Atma Swarupa Jnanam. Then how do you do the sadhana? What practice you do to get the know the Atma? Finally, what is the phalam of that Atma? These are the 4 distinct features that he is discussing in each of them. You understand that. So let us see this very important words are there. Najayate yateva vipaschit. That means the Atma is never born, nor it dies. So how the Atma comes and how the Atma goes or it travels, what does it happen? Vipaschit is a word which is used here, but in your Bhagavad Gita, the word is not Vipaschit is not utilized. It is said Nayam Bhutva Bhavitava Namuriyam. Here it is used that Na Jayate Mriyateva Vipaschit. Okay. Anyway, so this word has got a peculiar meaning. It's phrase. Vipaschit means Visheshana Pasyam Chetayati iti. That means it Visheshana, special, separately. It sees differently. Atma sees it differently. And Chetayati means usko chetana bhi deta hai. So it is describing the very nature of Atma. So Visheshana Pasyan means it is looking or it is witnessing. Atma is the witness of everything, including the body, mind, intellect, this gesture that we have. The Atma is also witnessing everything in the world. The Atma is witnessing. And Chetayati also, it enlivens. So there are a few factors of this Atma's Swarupa that I want to tell you here. So Atma is the witness consciousness. It is not part of the body or mind. It is existing, but it is not part of the body and mind. It is a witness of the body and mind. Okay. Directly or indirectly, Atma is witnessing. Then Visheshana means without any change. Atma doesn't undergo any change. Who undergoes change? The body, mind, intellect, everything, the Jagat, the whole thing undergoes change except Atma. Isn't it? So that is Vishesha, special. Entire world is undergoing change, including my body, mind. But I, the Atma, is not undergoing any change. So Atma is observing continuously whatever change is taking place in mind, body, and mind. This is the second one. Third one is Chetayati. It lends sentiency, means life force, no knowledge, awareness to the body. Because of the presence of the Atma or consciousness, I am alive. I know, I am aware. Otherwise, I cannot be. For example, but Atma doesn't do anything. But Atma is special, only witnessing and is giving the consciousness. It is making the life force visible. For example, when I stand in front of a mirror, the image is seen without me doing anything, except you go to the bedroom, you got the dressing table, you stand in front of mirror, you will find your image there. But are you doing anything? You are only standing. The reflection is formed. Similarly, Atma is here. Atma is not doing anything. But the reflection of consciousness is taking place. And the entire body, mind, intellect becomes alive. Chetana Shakti is transferred. Okay. So this is what Vipaschit. Okay. Atma is never born, it never dies. Just the question comes, what happens before the creation? Before the creation, where is the Atma? Consciousness. This state of consciousness or Atma, before the creation, normally in scientific terms, we think the creation took place because of Big Bang. Isn't it? Normally think, Big Bang took place, so the matter became, life came into that and creation took place. All that scientific theory is there. But if you inquire into that, they say that the Big Bang took place about 13, 14 billion years ago, and actual life appeared after about 10 billion years. That means Big Bang, then about 4.5 billion years, and then only the life force appeared. So before the life appeared or arrived, what was happening? Only matter was there. According to scientific theory, the matter itself converted to consciousness. But Vedanta says that matter cannot become consciousness. It is just a little, we are going away from the subject, but you must know that. Vedanta insists that matter can never convert to consciousness. Consciousness was present before the so-called Big Bang or before creation. Even before the unicellular body was formed in the creation. But that consciousness had no medium for expression. Like we always say, no? The medium for expression has to be there. The body has to be there. That's why we get a body to express. When the Jivatma leaves the body, that travels, but no, it cannot express itself, even though Jivatma is there. It creates a body, then only it can express. Same way, before the creation, consciousness was present, but because the creation was not there, so it was not expressing. It is like saying that electricity was not there before the bulb was discovered. See, bulb, electricity is there, we all know. Before Edison discovered the bulb and electricity and all that, was electricity was there or not? It was there. Only the bulb was not there to show that it is giving light. So, what I want to say that that consciousness is not having a beginning nor an end. There is no beginning or end of the consciousness. It is always present. Even though this body drops, consciousness continues. Even the creation is dissolved, consciousness continues. Just like even the bulb is broken, the electricity is there. You put another bulb, electricity will show up as light. Okay. One has to very clearly know that consciousness or the life force cannot originate from matter. It is very clear. It is always present, even though it may not be expressed because of absence of a medium. Okay. Now, another term is used here. Na babhuva kaschit. Ajayate nam ajayate mriyate ba vipaschit. Nayam kutaschit. Nayam kutaschit, I said, told you. It is that, it is always there. It is not born from anybody else. It is not born from the matter. So after that, na babhuva kaschit. Na babhuva kaschit means it doesn't become something else. Okay? Babhuva. It doesn't become anything else. It has not become, something has not changed to become this consciousness. Okay? Like X becomes Y, it changes. X undergoes death, Y becomes birth. Or for instance, the milk undergoes change to become curd. Right? Milk undergoes change to become curd. The milk dies and the curd is born. The curd you cannot make milk again. In the process, the milk is destroyed and the curd is created. That type of thing is not happening here. The consciousness is not, one matter is not becoming a consciousness here. Nothing is happening. So birth and death needs something becoming another thing. But the consciousness does not become something else. Na babhuva kaschit. Doesn't become anything else. This is a very important concept. And this terminology that is used here, Nayam kutaschit, na babhuva kaschit, this term has got a very deep meaning. And because of that, I am always referring to Mandukya Upanishad, Karika by Gaudapada. In that, Gaudapadacharya has written a commentary. Whole chapter 1, chapter 3 is written on this topic only. Nayam kutaschit, na babhuva kaschit. There are 48 verses he has written. And that analyzes this expression of Nayam kutaschit, na babhuva kaschit. And logically, he establishes that there is no creation. It is only an appearance. What type of appearance? Like you see the mirage water. It's only appearing. You go closer, it is not there. When you approach the mirage, समझते हैं ना, वो मरुभूमि में जो दिखता है, it seems as if the water is there. You run for the water, you will find no water. Like that is an appearance. Like that, this creation is also an appearance. And that, like you cannot prove the existence of the mirage. Same way, you cannot prove the existence of creation. But what remains is that, what is proven is that Atma was, Atma is, Atma will be, without any change. When I say Atma, Atma is the consciousness, Atma is the Brahman. Self. Then we'll say, if I am there all the time, then why I am struggling here? I have to work so hard, I have to run for the life, sansar banao, then I'll die. Hey, you are not dying. Your body is dropping. You are continuing. This jnana or ajnana, that I am the body, is creation of this appearance, that I am dying. So the moment you associate yourself, you identify yourself with the Atma, that I am Atma, Aham Atma, Ayam Atma Brahma, then all your fear will go away. That might let my body drop, I continue. Na I am Kutaschit, na Bhavakaschit. I am never born, I'll never die. Right? Then there is another few terms are there. It is saying Saswata Purana. See, one mantra, so much of information is put into it, you see. Ajo Nitya Saswatoyam Purana. Ajo means na janma. There is no birth. That we discussed. There is no birth of Atma. Nitya. Nitya means it's eternal. All the time it's there. Then Saswatoyam Purana. Saswata means what? There is no decay or degeneration. And Purana means it's ancient. ये बहुत पुराना है, इसको पता नहीं लगता है कब से है. So I am the Atma and I don't undergo any decay or change or modification. I am not subject to this 6 modifications that we undergo. Sadvikara. Atma is Sadvikara Rahita. It is devoid of the 6 modifications. That's how I become Nitya. Because when I'm Nitya, then only I'll continue. When I'm eternal means there is no modification. Modification means what? Understand the Vikara. Vikara means what? I am not, there is no Vikara, that Jayate, Bardhate, then Vinashyati. All the 6 things are not there in me. So I am all the time there. I am not being born, I am not dying, so I am present all the time. Okay? Then the problem is, normally we are very anxious, we are very inquisitive, we probe into it. But if you probe deeper and deeper, you will not get anywhere. You will find only an illusion, an appearance. Illusion means what? Like Maya. Then finally, you will not find anything. Okay? So, main thing is that let us stick to that Atma Swarupa, that own nature, and what are the characteristics of that nature. So that is Saswatoyam Purana. Na hanyate hanyamane sarire. That means na hanyate. It doesn't undergo any change. Hanyate, see, hanyate hanyamane, it is only a superlative example. Okay? The hanyate means killing somebody. Isn't it? But killing is it is the worst change you can expect. Change-wise, the death is the last change, isn't it? Out of the 6 changes that we see, Sarvikara, that last one is marne ka hai. So that change also doesn't take place. That means here it is hanyate hanyamane. What he's saying that no, he doesn't change. There is no modification. It is changeless. When the body is better, you do anything, it may undergo, it becomes an old person, or it undergoes a disease and decapacitation. All that happens to the body mind, but nothing happens to the atma. It is unaffected. So when you say hanyaman no hanyate hanyamane sarire, that means it doesn't undergo any change. So in this mantra itself, it is out of the 6 modifications that we are looking at, Sadvikara, out of the 5 modification is negated. Only the beginning one, first one is Asti, is not mentioned. We have to supply that. So that all 6 modifications are covered in this mantra. Okay? Clear? Let us go to next mantra, mantra number 19. Okay. We chant this mantra number 19. Hantachet manyate hantum, hataschet manyate hatam, ubhoto no bijanitaha, hantachet manyate hatum, hataschet manyate hatam, ubhoto no bijanitaha, naegum hanti na hanyate. So this is also a beautiful mantra, which is again repeated in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Now let me tell you the word meanings first. Anta. Anta means the killer, the slayer. Anta chet. Chet means if somebody is a killer. Manyate means he thinks. Anta chet manyate antum. That he is a killer or the slayer or the who is killing. A person who thinks that I am the killer, I am killing. Hataschent manyate hatam. And hataha, the slain entity, slain body, and if he thinks that I am killed, okay, there are two. Somebody is thinking that he is killing, the other person is thinking that I am killed. Ubho to no bijanitaha. Ubho means both of them. No bijanita. Bijanita means they don't know well. No bijanita, they don't know well. Nayagum hanti na hanyate. Nayagum hanti na ayam hanti. This is not killed nor some that both of them don't know. It doesn't kill nor it is killed. That means you are not the killer. It is not killed nor it is a killing. Okay, both. So this, if the killer thinks of it, it means the atma or something like that. You know, I can kill it. If somebody thinks it in terms of killing, and if the killed person or the entity thinks that I am killed, then both of them don't know well what is the situation. It doesn't kill nor it is killed. Okay. So this mantra, as I told you, is also partially repeated in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, sloka number 219. Just before the 220, you know, that we saw. It's only it has been interchanged. Yayanam beti hantaram yaschenam manyate hatam uvoto no bijanita nayam hanti na manyate. Same, almost same. Thoda idhar udhar. Okay. This is in Bhagavad Gita. It is sloka 19 and 20. This one is 19 and 20 was the next one. But here it is ulta. Okay. So how does it, what does it explain here? If somebody, this, as I told you, this hanyate, hanyamane, all this is not the killing per se, but it is only representing the modifications or changes that take place in the world. Not only, not only somebody coming and killing somebody and saying I have killed, other person is saying, oh, I am killed. It is not that way. It is only indicating that some I'm making some change. The other person is thinking that I have undergone change. But if you see, if you think in the extreme thought of killing or being killed, they both are not correct. That means both of them do not well know what is the truth. So if someone looks upon the body as the self, someone looks upon the body or identifies the body as I myself, and he thinks of it for the sake of killing, then, oh, I'll kill it. He'll think, but body only as a body. And the body which is killed, if he thinks, oh, I am killed also. So, first person and second person, first entity, second entity. Both of them equally do not know the real picture. They do not know their own self. Because the self itself is self means Atma, is unchangeable. So how it can be killed or it can kill somebody else? For both actions of killing somebody or thinking that I am killed, for both actions, change is required, isn't it? From a living entity to a dead entity, change is required. So if I say I killed this person, but you go after a gangster and you kill that person, you say I killed. But is he really killed? You kill the body only. The Atma is there. You cannot say that I killed this Atma. It's not Atma is not killed. Same way, that gangster will think, oh, I am killed. No, only the body is dropped. His Atma is there. Okay? Same way. How it happens? Na hanyate hanyamane sarire. Sarire only the sarira is hanyaman. The self, the Atma, is unchangeable. It is beyond any modification. It is not killed because of the very fact that there is no change can take place into it. You cannot say that it is born and it is killed. You cannot say. Suppose you look at the space. The space is everywhere is there. Can you say that I'll take a sword and cut the space? Can you do that? Same way. Atma is all everywhere is there. How can you kill it? You take a sword, you batter it, you bomb it, whatever you do, it cannot be killed. Therefore, it is only existence of Atma that is all pervading all the time, Nitya. Saswatoyam Purana. But then we think that I have killed somebody or I have done some changes or I have brought in something, changes are taking place in me or somewhere else. We see the plant also grows from you water a plant, the tree grows, the change is taking place. So you think that I am changing it. But the Atma is not changing, the essence is not changing. In the world also, we think that I do some dharma, then I'll get punya. So dharma, adharma, or karma, sukarma, um, vikarma, all is there, You do some good work, you get dharma. Then you get some punya. That punya relates to that action that you are taking. So all of us are thinking, or we know through our scriptures only, that good karma gives good dharma, then dharma will give you punya, punya will give you karma phala, that then you will get a good body. All that is there. Karma siddhanta is there. Yes, it is there. There's no doubt about it. But this merely relates to the ignorant person. It doesn't belong to the person who knows what is Atma and what is Brahman. For example, there's a mud pot, Mrittika, mud pot. The pot is there, okay, and there is space inside the pot. Space is outside and space is inside, right? Space. So, like I'm comparing that with the space. Like the space is everywhere, and space is also inside the pot. Just like Atma is inside, and Atma is outside also. Consciousness outside, consciousness inside. So if you break the pot or you throw the pot on the ground, the pot will break. When the pot breaks, do you think the space goes out somewhere? If the space is killed, oh, pot space is not there. Yes, pot space is not there, but space is there. Same way, even if the body is killed, Atma still continues. Okay. The space merges with the total space. The pot space merges with the total space. Same way, the consciousness in me merges with the total consciousness. Now, it is the time for our Bhasya. Shall we do? Yes. Hanta chenmanyate hatam, hataschenmanyate hatam, bhuvoto no bijanito, nayagum hanti no hanyate. You look at the bottom of the left-hand side page. Evam bhutam api atmanam. Shariram matra दृष्टि हंतम चेत यदि मन्यते चिंतयति हंतुम अनिश्यम मन्यम इति यो अपि अन्यो अतः. And you will not go so much of time. So in this, evam bhutam api atmanam. So this is the evam, like this. Like this, the Atma, the self, is this nature. If someone who regards the mere body, sarira matram, sarira matram, api drustim hanta chet manyate. The sarira ko, he thinks that he has killed. Manyate means chintayati. Next page you see. Second page you see. Manyate means chintayati. Antum means finish. Antum means Manishami Enam iti. That means I am killing it. Yo api anno hata sopi chet manyate. Or somebody thinking yo api anya hata, api somebody else. So api chet manyate. He also thinks that hataman manam hato aham iti bhavami. Bhava api tau na vijanita. So if he thinks that I am killed or I am killing somebody. So both do not know. Both of them do not know one's own self. For one doesn't slay the self. Because it is unchangeable. ಇದಲ್ಲಿಗ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಆತ್ಮಾನಂ ಯತೋ ನಾಯಂ ಹಂತಿ अविक्रियत्वात् आत्मा तथा अविक्रियत्वात्, that means because of it is unchangeable. Na hanyata, it cannot be killed because akasavat vikriyatvat eva, because like the space you cannot change. So these are two reasoning it is giving. Bhagavan Shankaracharya is giving two reasoning, that you cannot say that I killed somebody because you cannot, Atma doesn't undergo change. The Atma cannot say that I am killed because it is unchangeable like the Akasa. Ato anatmagya visaya. Ato anatmagya visaya eva. Therefore, this anatmagya visaya, this is not Atma visaya, it is anatma visaya, sansara visaya. Dharma adharma vilakshana sansara na brahmagyasya. So this statement, if somebody makes I have killed or I am killed, then it is a matter of ignorance, not of knowledge. Ignorance like the संसार में ऐसे बोलेंगे, धर्म अधर्म का लक्षण है, न ब्रह्मज्ञ से. The Brahmagyani will not say this. And how it is proved? Shruti pramanya anyaya cha dharma adharma dharma dharmat upapatte. This has got the authority of the Shrutis and the logic. Okay. So in this, Bhagavan Shankaracharya has taken out few points of the example of being unchangeable and the example of the space. What I told is from this only, nothing more than that. Okay. So what happens is, in the samsara, in the worldly things, we think that I am the doer. Okay. I am the karta, I am the bhokta, I am the enjoyer. You do the good action, bad action, whatever you do, I did. And whatever the result, I am either enjoying or suffering, I am the bhokta, karta and bhokta. I am generating the karma, phala, punya, papa, dharma, adharma, everything I am doing. And then what happens? I'll accumulate that punya, papa, dharma, dharma. Then I'll get a janma also. According to that, punar dharma aisa hoga. Previous dharma.
Hey, what?
So All of us think this. Karma, karma phala, dharma, adharma, punya, papa, janma, then next janma also. Karma, karma has got a karma phala. We all know that whatever karma phala that you have accrued in the previous janma, it is called sanchita karma. Whatever karma phala that you are accruing now in this janma is called agami karma. And part of the sanchita karma you are experiencing this life is called prarabdha karma. So we have a huge pile of karmas, sanchita karma. We don't know how much is that. And when you will experience also, you don't know. But I know I am the bhokta, I am the karta, I am the bhokta, I am the enjoyer, I am the sufferer. This punya papa slowly, slowly it is unwinding. I don't know when it will finish. So I am always worried. Because I don't know what will happen in the future, when the war will end, when the gas will come, I don't know. It's all karma phala only. What else?
No food.
So खाना मिलता नहीं अभी. No street food also. Okay. Even the Zomato will not be able to deliver because there is no gas to cook. And after some time we don't know हमारा घर में gas मिलेगा कि नहीं. And no food. Okay. So, but then I am worried about my future. When I'm worried, then I go to maybe I'll go to Jyotisha, I'll show my palm or Jatak and say what is there in me in the future, what will happen. I'll have to know what is my destiny, huh? What is my star. All that we'll find out, no? So the Jyotisha will predict something is good or bad. Then I may accept it. Something will happen or not happen. That's another thing. Jyotisha is a vidya, but depends on the person who is predicting. What I'm saying is that there is always a fear of the future, fear of the unknown. As long as I consider that I am the karta and I am the bhokta, there will be the fear of the unknown because some result will come out of my actions. And because of the result, I'll get some punya or papa, and because of that punya papa, I will get another janma. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare sayam. I'll get continue to cycling. Why this cycle is taking place? Because I continue to worry for my future. The fear or the fight is continuing. Why this is happening? I'm always fighting with something. Why this is happening? Because I do not know the karma phala, worry how much is there, how much is left, what will be when the prarabdha will end, I do not know. Like I am fighting with the unknown. It is like a wrestling. If you like a one, there are two wrestlers. One is invisible, and another is visible. So the person who is invisible, he can do anything. The other person cannot know. He'll give one boxing here and the one thing, then the other person will fall. So you cannot have a equitable fight with a invisible wrestler. Same way, here also you cannot because the punya papa is invisible. But then what happens is he says, Nayam Hanti na hanyati. Is never killed nor is killing somebody. Why? Because only when you are thinking, your knowledge is limited that I am this body, then you will say that I am able to change something, I am able to do something, I am able to work something, I am the karta, I am the bhokta, when you are identifying with the body. That means because of your ignorance. When you are your knowledge, you have the knowledge that I am not this body mind, I am the Atma, it doesn't undergo any change, then there is no hanta, there is no hatta. Nobody is killing somebody or I am not being killed. So there is no punya papa, there is no suffering, destiny, nothing is there. Because I am Atma, changeless, nothing happens to me. So one Swamiji told, something, obviously, every time you will face some situations for difficulties. Right? Instead of asking, what will happen, you say, so what? Something happened, so what? I am the Atma, nothing will happen to me. Let the world burn. Let all the gas field also burn. Let the bombing take place. But I as Atma, I am permanent. I am nothing, no change takes place me. I am Nitya, Shaswata, I am Purana. I am the ancient. I continue. Okay. So this is a beautiful sloka, which has mantra, which has been taken as a sloka in the Bhagavad Gita. With this we'll close. But before I close, I'll ask you one thing. Last class I told you to remember two mantras. Anyatra Dharmat and
Anyatra dharma.
so we'll conclude this. We'll close it now. Hari Om, Hari Om.